Hey man, let me tell you a little story. You know that one person who just stuck in your mind, the one you can't stop thinking about? You want them back, right? You want them to chase you, to beg to be with you again. I get it. It's like they've got this magnet attached to them and you're the iron, constantly pulled in. Here's the thing, the magnet works both ways and it's all about energy. You might not realize it, but how you feel about yourself and them is the secret sauce to making this happen. I'm going to break it down step by step. How to change your energy, shift your mindset, and make yourself so irresistible they come running back. This isn't just fluff. There's science, psychology, and even a bit of philosophy behind it. Point 1. Understand the energy connection. Alright, let me ask you something. Have you ever noticed how people can sense your mood without you saying a word? Like, when you're anxious or stressed, it's almost like you're wearing a neon sign that says, "Stay away." That's energy at play. Here's a real life example. Have you ever heard of Jim Carrey's story about manifesting his success? Before he was famous, he wrote himself a $10 million check for acting services rendered and kept it in his wallet. He didn't obsess over it, he just believed it would happen. His energy shifted from desperation to confidence and the opportunities came flooding in. When it comes to relationships, the same rule applies. If your energy screams, "I need you," it pushes people away. But when your energy says, "I'm complete on my own," it draws them in. Think about it like this. You're at the beach trying to hold a beach ball underwater. The harder you push, the more it resists. But the moment you let go, it pops right back up. That's how energy works. So how do you shift your energy? Start by asking yourself, what would my life look like if I already had everything I needed? Imagine that, feel it. And speaking of shifting focus, let's talk about the most important person in this equation, you. Point 2, shift your focus to yourself. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Forget about them for a second. Seriously, just for a second. When was the last time you did something that was just for you? Let me tell you about J.K. Rowling. She wrote the first Harry Potter book while she was broke, unemployed, and raising a child on her own. She didn't wait for someone to rescue her. She focused on her passion and built something extraordinary. That's what happens when you shift your focus to yourself. Do things that make you feel alive. Hit the gym, try that new hobby, reconnect with old friends, anything that gets you out of your head and into your life. You'll start to notice something amazing. When you're genuinely happy and fulfilled, people want to be around you. When you stop focusing on them, you create space for them to start focusing on you. But to truly make this happen, there's one thing you've got to master: letting go. Point 3, the power of letting go. Have you ever heard of the phrase "let go and let God"? It's not just a spiritual mantra, it's a life philosophy. Take Matthew McConaughey, for example. In his book Green Lights, he talks about how he stopped forcing things and started trusting the process. He calls it catching green lights, those moments when life just flows. The same thing happens in relationships. When you're clinging to someone, it's like holding onto a rope that's burning your hands. The tighter you grip, the more it hurts. But when you let go, the pain starts to fade and you give life the chance to bring something better your way. Maybe even the person you're thinking about right now. Here's a practical tip. Start rewriting the story you're telling yourself. Instead of thinking, "I need them to be happy," say, "I'm already enough and the right things will find me." This isn't just some feel-good mantra. It's about reprogramming your brain to believe in your own power. And when you step into that power, something magical happens. You start becoming irresistible. Let me show you how. Point 4, become irresistible by loving yourself. Let's be real. Self-love isn't some fluffy Instagram quote. It's about how you see yourself and how that shows up in your everyday life. Ever notice that person who walks into a room and just owns it? They're not the smartest or the most attractive, but there's something about them. That something is self-love. Here's an example. Imagine you're at a coffee shop and you see two people. One is sitting confidently, smiling, enjoying their coffee. They seem completely at ease with themselves. The other is fidgeting, looking around nervously, checking their phone every 5 seconds. Who are you naturally drawn to? The confident one, right? That's the power of loving yourself. It shows in how you carry yourself. Oprah said, "You don't become what you want, you become what you believe." If you keep believing you're not good enough, that's what people will see. But when you start believing you're amazing, it changes everything. Not just how you see yourself, but how others see you too. Here's a simple way to start. Every day, find one thing about yourself that you like. It could be your sense of humor, your style, or even how you made someone smile today. Celebrate it. Small wins build up over time. Think of it like a domino effect. When you're confident and happy with who you are, people can't help but be drawn to that energy. When you don't need others to validate you, that's when they start chasing you. So, let me ask you, what's one thing you like about yourself today? Focus on that, and you'll start to see the magic happen. Point 5. The ripple effect of your energy. When you're feeling confident, happy, and genuinely loving your life, it doesn't just stay with you, it spreads. Think about it like this. When you throw a stone into a still pond, the ripples go out in all directions, affecting everything around them. Your energy works the same way. Take Muhammad Ali, for example. He wasn't just an incredible boxer. He was a walking, talking wave of confidence. When Ali said, "I am the greatest," he believed it so fiercely that others couldn't help but believe it too. That's the kind of energy you want to create, not just for show, but because it's who you are. Here's a real life example. Say you're at a party. One person is slouched in a corner, scrolling on their phone, and another is laughing, engaging, and genuinely enjoying themselves. Who do people gravitate toward? The one radiating good vibes, right? That's because energy pulls people in. It's magnetic. And here's the cool part. When you shift your energy, people don't just notice, they start treating you differently. They see you as someone worth being around, someone they want to chase. The person you're thinking about right now, they'll feel it too. But it's not about doing this to get them back. It's about becoming someone who doesn't need them back. So here's a question to think about. What kind of energy are you putting out into the world right now? Because that's what's coming back to you. Alright, listen close. If you want them to come back and beg to be with you, stop making it about them. Make it about you. Focus on becoming the kind of man who doesn't just attract people, but commands their respect and admiration. When you stop chasing and start owning your power, they'll feel it, they'll see it. And when that happens, they won't just come back, they'll realize they can't let you go. Now it's your move. Stop waiting, stop wondering, and start building the life that pulls everything you want straight to you. Let's go. The world's waiting for you to rise.